In this video, I am drawing Randomized Picrews. This was inspired by Honeymelon's video where she is drawing Randomized Picrews. Her art is amazing. You should go check out her original video as well. But she has commissions open. You should totally go check her out. Honestly, like looking at these, okay, I'm a little nervous, okay? Because I'm the type of artist where like if I'm not interested in the design, it's not gonna make me want to put in my best effort, you know? Let's try this one. It's fine. We'll figure it out. That one's cute. So Honeymelon had a rule in her video where she could randomize it 3 times, but the third one she had to draw. So that's, I'm gonna basically just do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. So I like this one. Screenshot. Let's try this one out. Oh, item random. Okay. Okay. So how do I get out of this? How do I start? I've never done Picrew. I'm just gonna randomize it and okay. That's actually cool. Damn it, I like that one, but I want to see what the next one is. Okay. Girl, get out. I can't see it. So okay. Damn it, I like the other one first. The second one didn't count because I couldn't see the design. And it does it again. Why does it do that? How do I get out of this? Okay. I like that one. Okay, we'll do this one. I mean, we have no choice, so. We'll do this one. Okay, let's go in a bit. Like, oh, wow. It's like looking at a relic. I lied. I don't want to be back this far. Genshin character maker. No, thank you. I've spent too much money on Genshin. I had to quit. That shit was a drug. Dreamcore. Interesting. Okay. Please use with caution. Maybe not. Damn it, I can't decide. They're so cute. Maybe I should find a guy to draw. I don't draw guys. Let's try you. All right, randomize. No, this is literally baby no money. I shouldn't. You know what? This one's cute. We'll do this one. Okay, so for this one, I'm not sure on the pose. I don't really want to copy everything one to one. So like I'm gonna open her other eye probably for the sake of the drawing. Bow within a bow. That's kind of wild. I'm just blocking in shapes until something kind of starts to look like a... Does she not have a mouth? Well, I gotta draw a mouth. I'm sorry. Maybe she's like yelling to a friend that she's got rice balls. But where would her eyes be pointing? Maybe she's unhappy with her lunch. Maybe she's excited. I don't know, guys. Ow! Ow! My foot was asleep and I pulled it out from under me and then I kicked my computer with a dead weight foot. Ow! Okay, I cannot promise that I'm gonna actually put this much detail into every single one of these drawings, but I was really inspired once I started drawing it and I don't know why. Just wanted to make a full, I guess, scene out of it. So that's I guess what I'm doing. So in order for me to record my steps as I'm actually working on this piece, I have to be sitting at my desk. And sometimes I just really don't want to sit at my desk to draw. So I actually ended up doing the rest of this kind of portion here while I was watching movies with my daughter on the couch. So I just did like a separate screen recording. Basically, I'm just going through and doing my rendering process, cleaning up things as I go, trying to make everything look nice and pretty for us. And really just trying to refine the attitude of the character that I'm trying to perceive into the piece. And I think she looks really cute. Like, I really like how I kind of changed and innovate the pose as I go, especially since like I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do with this one in the first place. I like how I ended up making like a whole little scene out of it. I'm pretty pleased with the overall rendition that I created. I decided to kind of redo the nose a little bit. I'm gonna redo like the blue splotch that's on her nose kind of afterwards. But yeah, for this portion, I just wasn't at my computer, so I couldn't record any voice. So okay, so I've kind of changed a couple of things that I forgot to record, but I basically made the eyes look a little better. Made her look kind of annoyed that she's on the phone. She wants to eat her rice ball instead of being on the phone, kind of. So that's kind of what I did with her. I think she's cute though. I think she's turning out really well, and I'm honestly like just super surprised with how this one is turning out. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'm basically just going in at this point and just really going in and refining my final details because I am just about done with this piece. I don't really have a lot left to do. I just really need to clean up certain areas and make them look pretty, and that's kind of what I'm doing now. Because my method is pretty messy, it's just a lot of me going back over areas and recoloring in certain spots to make them look better. But it's like a lot of this. So, but I prefer this method. I like how messy and like the artistic touch that's added or something like that. I just really enjoy the different levels of texture that it adds, which is why I enjoy doing pieces this way. And they really don't take me very long. Like, I think I've only been working on this one for about 3 hours, but I also chose to do a more elaborate pose and piece with this one rather than doing like a simple like portrait of the character. So that obviously will add some more time onto how long I'll actually be working on this piece. I really like this blue section, like right here. I really like the variances, different tones of blue that's in here. I think it looks really cool. So that's something that I'm pretty pleased with. I didn't realize this area was so much lighter, so I'm gonna go ahead and darken it. I'm honestly almost done with this, so yeah, I'll just go ahead and finish this out and then start working on the next one. The opacity a little bit. We don't need it very dark. It's there. We know it's there, right? So I'm just gonna keep it like that because honestly, like, I'm not a big fan of the blue splotch on the nose. I'm just adding it for continuity's sake. Character. Okay, honestly, I think it's done. She's really cute. She's got a lot of texture in her face, which I think is really cute. Yeah, I'd say that this one is done. Huzzah! So here it is all done. I think it's super cute and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm having a hard time feeling inspired by this one. There's some things that I feel like I need to change about the design in order for me to be pleased with it. So like, I'm not gonna add the little pigtails in the back. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of drawing wings, so this is kind of like the worst outcome for me. I guess that's what we're gonna do for our sketch. Let's kind of see how she looks once I start like actually rendering everything. We'll go from there. Because right now, I don't really have a lot of faith that I'm gonna actually like this drawing in the end. I'm just gonna be real with you, but we'll see. We'll see. I could surprise myself. I'm open for surprises. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn the sketch layer to hard light. And then I'll fill it with like a dark purple. And now it's perfect to blend in with rendering. Now we're gonna start rendering already. Huzzah. adding a little bit of a purple tone to the skin. Now we're gonna go and start kind of doing a little bit of an outline, just to kind of refine some of these details. Whoa. That is not good, guys. That is not good, guys. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna redo it. It's not good, guys. I'm just gonna redo the face. So oftentimes when I need to go back and fix the face and I'm already on one layer or I'm on my rendering layer, I just go ahead and completely fill in the area so that it's blank. And then I go in with a shadow color that I'm going to be using within the piece, and I like to lay out the sockets of the eyes, I guess, that are about the size of the eyes that I'll be making. And then I lay out like the shadow of the nose. And then I'll go in often and erase little tidbits and clean up as I go, just so that the chin looks better as I'm like drawing it again to fix the face. And then I go in with the darker color that I'm needing, and I begin my process of laying in my eyelashes directly on that shading that I laid down for the socket. And then what I'll do is lay down like the eyeballs in the direction, and then add my little diddle bit for the nose, for like the nostril, and then get the rest of my face laid out. I like this face a lot better since this really shows a little bit of my face process and kind of what I'm thinking when I'm doing certain processes. Then I figured I would show it and kind of explain a little bit more. I find that when I do the faces with more of like a painterly approach, doing it with like the shadows for the sockets and then going in and doing like the sketch on top, the faces to me end up looking better than when I go in with just like a dry brush sketch. Now I'm just kind of going in and trying to, I like to do like these little chicken scratches with the dry brush. It's my favorite brush right now. It's a Procreate default, so you should have it. I haven't changed any settings on it. I just use it as it is. But I love this brush. And then I've been using Lush Stroke a lot, adding more of like a blushy tone to the character, even though it's not on the Picrew, but this is my artistic interpretation because I am an artiste. Je suis artiste. I only took 2 semesters of French. I wasn't very good at it. The verb conjugation really messed with me. And it only got more and more complicated. As you can see, I'm finally getting somewhere with it. I'm feeling more inspired and into the piece. And then I'm gonna add slightly darker hue to this top lip, because the top lip is usually a lot darker than the bottom. This one's gonna have more of like a painterly approach, much less refined, I think, than the first one. But I'm actually really liking the overall direction of this piece. Trying to add some shading around the hair a little bit, like the top of the hair. I'm gonna add like a little bit of a blue hue. And then I'm gonna go in and like add it so like the red is peeking through. What do you guys listen to when you draw? I listen to a lot of classic rock, a lot of Ozzy, Floyd, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, stuff like that. And then like, I don't know, sometimes I'll listen to like a cat and chat video or like a true crime video or something. Like I'll watch one in the background while I draw. But usually, like if I'm listening to music though, I'm listening to classic rock. Now I'm gonna add some shading to this red area a little bit. Going with that Lush Stroke. Honestly, I don't really know what else to do with this, so I think I'm just gonna call this one done at this point. I think it's really cute. I think it ended up turning out really cute. I just really, like, don't want to physically work on it anymore. I got it as refined as I really want to make it, and I still think it's cute, so I think I'm gonna call this one good. And now for our final entry into this chaotic mess is this one. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Okay, so he either has dog ears or he has bat ears, and I think I'm gonna go with the bat ears. And I'm gonna have to give him eyes because I really don't like drawing characters without eyes unless it's like Starfire or something. Okay, this is kind of what we're at with the pose. So I'm already just gonna go ahead and start my coloring process here. Ooh, it's so slanty. It's like I drew in cursive. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. I gotta fix some stuff. Hang on. You know what? I'll fix it when I render. I don't feel like fixing it right now. And let's see, draw a nose somehow in this mess drawing. I think this one is the hardest one out of all of them. Starting to look a lot better. I'm pretty happy with it now. Just had to put some work into it for a bit. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna merge these together, and it just feels sort of like slanted. So I'm gonna take the distort tool, try and maybe I think that's better. I think that's a lot better. Yeah, a little darker just for some shadows. Then I'm gonna make a new layer so that I can start sketching out these glasses here. I ended up doing like way more of a thick outline around the character, and I'm not sure if I like it, so I'm gonna kind of take away in some areas just to kind of make it look a little. I'm just using the eraser to shape out this. I don't even know if it's gonna turn out very good, but it's what I'm trying, so we'll see. I really don't want to draw this hand, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. The hand is not gonna happen today. Add just a few highlights into the hair. Honestly, I think I'm at an ending point for this one. I think it ended up turning out pretty good. It's very sketchy, and I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out, so I'm happy with it.